Yo, welcome to Fast Forward Mindset Motivational Podcast. I'm your host, Coach James. This is where we rewire your thoughts, reset your mindset, and fast forward your life. No more rewinding, just discipline, motivation, and the truth you need to become unstoppable. If you're ready to elevate your mindset and take control of your future, you're in the right place. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So as y'all see, I done broke out the Bronco gear. That means it's football season, y'all. Yes, it is. And as I record this episode, the actual Hall of Fame game on is right now. I got to catch a couple quarters of it. Not a bad game so far. But anyways, you said you want people to respect you. You said you want people to respect your gangster. You tell people to put some respect on your name. You tell people, if you give me respect, I will give you respect back. My question for you is, what is there to respect? You see, a lot of people demand and want respect from people in this world. But in reality, people don't respect when there's nothing to respect. And in some cases, some of us really don't have nothing to be respected, right? And so when you tell someone to respect you, respect your gangster, and put some respect on your name, I hope when you use those statements that there's really something to be respected for. Now, y'all, don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound critical, and I'm not saying that people should automatically disrespect you no matter what if you got nothing going on in your life. I'm not saying that. However, that question is more towards you. If you demand respect from people, make sure you have something that's respectable, right? We shouldn't be going around saying, respect me, and there's nothing to be respected. Hope I'm making a connection here with some of y'all. Because some of us have this high expectation of people, and we have zero expectations for ourselves. And if you tell someone to respect you, I hope that you really have something going on that should be respected. What should you be respected for? Are you a good father? Are you a class A husband? Are you a great fellow in your community? Are you a pastor? Are you a bishop? Are you a father? Are you a professional sports player? Are you an artist? See, what is there to respect? And that's not a question that I can answer for you. That's a question you must answer for yourself. Why should people respect you? What do you do different from anyone else to be respected? What is there? I used to be really big on being respected and wanting people to respect me because I give people the utmost respect. That's just how I've always rolled. You're never going to hear anyone or too many people say that I disrespected them. Now, if I did, it had to be a real reason I disrespected you. And it had to be a true reason. My sister made this comment to me 2 years ago. She said that someone new got introduced to our family, and this person wasn't really respected by a lot of the members within the family. And it was for a reason, right? But I'm not going to get into that. Today is not the type of episode. This is not a bash people episode. But however, this person wasn't respected by a few different family members just because how they carried themselves. And somehow, in some way, it got back to my sister, and she called me and she was like, "Hey, I heard you said you don't like this person." And I said, I don't want to say I don't like them. I just don't care too much for their character. And she goes, it's mighty funny you say that because I thought the same thing. And she said, when I heard you say you didn't care for that person's character, then it made me really believe in my mind, like, whoa, something must be wrong because you're not a guy that really says that you don't like people. I've never heard you say you don't like people, for a matter of fact. You accept people for who they are. You accept their character. You accept their personality. And so for you to say it, it must be something really going on with this person for you to say that. She says, so I'm like you. I don't really like that person's character. And so y'all said that to say nothing. No, I said that to share who I really am and my genuality in people. I mean, I've shared before with y'all, I do this podcast for the love of people. So I love people no matter who they are, what they look like, whatever language they speak. Right. But in some cases, if I feel like that there's nothing for me to really like and your character is not great, I might not like you. I might not like your character. I might not like your personality, but I will still respect you because you're a human being. But my initial question is that why would people respect you? What do you want to be respected for? Do you want to be respected as the guy who goes around getting drunk every night and picking a fight with every neighbor on the block? Do you want to be known as the guy when they call you cigarillo because every time they see you got a cigarillo with weed in it? Or do you want them to call you Mr. Crown Royal because every time somebody see you, you got a fifth of Crown Royal in your hand? What do you want to be known for? Or do you want people to respect you because you are a great character, you have a great personality, and you love on people and they love on you back? That's the reason to be respected by people. Because you respect people, you show them love, and they show you love back. So it's a real question. You said you want people to respect you. What do you want them to respect you for? What do you do? Do you give respect back to people when they give it to you? Or do you take people's respect for kindness and take advantage of it and just trample on people's heart? What do you do to earn respect? Now, when I say that, y'all, I don't mean you got to try to get in when you fit in or you got to make yourself look above and taller than the statue. I'm not saying that that's the case here. However, what I am saying when it comes to that is what are you respected for? What have you done for people to respect you? What do you bring to the table, to the respectable table? What do you bring to the respectable table? Right? What do you bring? And so if you're a person right now that really can't answer that question, or your response is bogus, it's time for you to really analyze your life and figure out what you got going on. Because I tell you, people usually don't respect people who don't have nothing to be respected for. People don't respect bad character. People don't respect deadbeat dads. People don't respect deadbeat moms. They just don't. But everybody's got a story to tell, right? Everybody got a story to tell as to why they should be respected and what do they bring to the respectable table. Like I said, y'all, started a story earlier about how I really like to be respected by people because I give respect back. Growing up, my younger days when I really didn't understand what respect really meant. Yes, I was a respectable person. I respected people. I had manners. My mom and dad raised me right. There were still some things that I did that was not good. And so I went through this whole little process in my life about why do I want people to respect me and what do I want to be respected for. I was that guy that was using recreational marijuana like there was no tomorrow. I was that guy that had a fifth of Hennessy in my back pocket. I was that guy who drank a 12-pack and a pack of cigarettes every night. Now, am I saying any of those things are wrong? I am not. But that still does not render respect because you do those things. You could be the best person in the world, but if you do things to disrespect people, then no one's going to respect your gangster. No one is going to put respect on your name because there's nothing to be respectful of. Y'all with me? Are y'all tracking? You said you want people to respect you, right? What should they respect you for? What are you doing to be respected by people? I worked in my job for 15 years in my life, 15 long years of my life. And here I am. I became a manager in corporate America. And in corporate America, you don't see a lot of managers that look like me. But I was able enough to earn people's respect because of my personality, because of my attitude, because I'm personable with people, and because of my genuality. I'm genuine. When people see me, they say that's a genuine guy right there. He's going to bring you nothing but real. What you see them today is what you see tomorrow. So I was able to make my way up pretty high in the corporate world because I was a respectable person. I respected people and they respected me back. And so how are you at work? Do people respect you? Do you go to work every day and you give 110% or 90%, 50%? Or are you the garbage pail kid at work? I'm just calling it how it is. Are you the garbage pail kid? Because if you are, I'm almost sure no one at work respects you. And for a matter of fact, when they see you walking, everybody turn their head and walk away from you. If you don't have respectable character. So when you say you want someone to respect you, make sure you give them something and a reason for them to respect you. Make sure they know you are a person of good character. Make sure they know you are a hardworking person. Make sure they know you have a heart of love. Make sure they know you're kind. I look at social media all the time. I'm a social media buff. Now, y'all, I'm not saying I live on social media, but however, I do go on, like posts, like stories, leave comments. I'll make some posts. I'll leave some stories. I'll leave some motivational videos. I'll leave some podcast clips. I do all that in a respectable way. But some of the comments I've seen people leave on people's posts, this really makes me question. Some of the posts I see really makes me question. Like you had the audacity to post that? Are you being serious? You knew people was going to walk you to the bank and back with that one. No questions asked. And why would you post it? You did it for attention. But I'm not here to say that today because that's another whole episode, y'all. I'm only here to talk about respect. You say you want people to respect you. What should you be respected for? Are you a loving and a kind son, brother, uncle, cousin? What is it? Do you have great partnerships with your business partners? What is it? Or does everybody know you to be a playboy? Does everybody know you to be a womanizer? Or for the ladies, do the guys know you to be a thought? What is it? What should you be respected for? Why do you want someone to put respect on your name and you didn't put respect on your name? Why would you want someone to respect your gangster and there's nothing gangster about you? Not at all. I was shuttling the other day with a buddy of mine, and he had a small spat with a client. And so the client hits him up and was like, yeah, I know who you are. I Googled you, and yeah, you've been to prison, and you got this criminal record, you got that criminal record. And my buddy laughs. He was like, because I know that's not me. I've never even been to jail before. And so we chuckled through it all. We threw it all of it. And then he turns around and said, it was really funny that the guy came at me like that. And I was like, I think I find it hilarious too. I said, for a matter of fact, what I would have said is that, man, everything you saying about me, I wish I did have that much street credit. I wish I did have that much street credit. But unfortunately, I don't have street credit like that. But thanks for asking. Or thanks for your research. And so, so he says he pretty much sides with the guy and was like, okay, man, you must got the wrong person. I don't know where you got that from. I don't have a criminal background, never been to jail. So that little yin yang you're talking, it's nonsense. So go into the bank with that and shut the door. And so he says the guy kind of like gets even more irritated with him because he thought he was going to be able to make my buddy, make him feel less than, or make him feel like he wasn't worthy because I know you have a background, but he didn't even have the right guy. Right. And so that makes it funny. But I thought that story was fitting, because if you want people to respect your gangster, what is there to be? What is there to respect for your gangster for? What have you done? What kind of street credit you got? Right. Now, I'm not one to brag and say everybody needs or should have street credit. I have zero street credit, and I'm okay with that. But however, I'm saying that if you want people to respect you, what do they respect you for? Do you feed the homeless? Do you feed the poor? Do you volunteer your time when there's volunteer opportunities to help the less fortunate out? When someone calls you and say, hey, man, I got a flat tire, I'm stuck on the freeway, do you go rescue them? What do you do to be respected? It's a good question, y'all. And if you don't know what it is to be respected for, or what does people currently show respect to you for, then you got a lot of soul searching to do. You got a lot of analyzing to do, and not for anyone else, for yourself. Definitely for yourself. So if you're one of the ones that want people to respect you, respect your gangster, I say gangster, your gangster, and you want people to put some respect on your name, make sure you do the same thing. Make sure you respect yourself. Make sure that you put some respect on your name. One thing I'll say is that if you don't respect yourself, no one else is ever going to respect you. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for listening. I really, really appreciate it. If you have not checked out the website, go check it out. It's www.rewirethewayouthink.com. Y'all, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I post motivational videos. I post little memes about positivity. I'm on IG all day, every day. It's Fast Forward Mindset Podcast. If you having thoughts of suicide today, thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else, please don't hesitate to call the suicide prevention hotline at 988. Make sure you hit that follow button. When you do, you'll never miss a moment to rewire the way you think. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James, and I hope this message will help you rewire the way you think. And as I always say, if your mindset isn't making you money, it's costing you way too much. And that's my 2 cents in there, y'all. Peace.
Thank y'all for listening to today's episode. And remember, don't rewind your life, fast forward it. Until next time, keep moving forward. Hey y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. All right, y'all. Peace.